I spent the last 4 months working on this weird ass roguelike shooter and you can play it for free right now. But before I get to that, let's rewind a bit and see where this game started. This is Neurospasm. It's a weird mix of classic roguelikes like The Binding of Isaac and Risk of Rain 2, combined together with survivors likes like Picayune Dreams, Vampire Survivors and Megabonk. Originally I started working on this in late 2024 for a game jam hosted by Vinesauce. I was actually lucky enough to have it be played on stream, but that version was really bad, so let's just skip past that. So, what is this game actually about? The rich have ruined Earth, making it completely unlivable, and while they are trying to find a way to avoid living in the hell they created, they found out that they can enter the collective unconscious as long as they create a unified instance of it by hooking people's brains together. So they started harvesting people and hooking them into Matrix-type machines. And you play as part of the Resistance, which is a small group that dives into these machines, trying to free humanity by killing the people who entrap them. This fake world, which in-game is called the Simulacrum, is split into 5 layers which you have to ascend through during a run. These are the desert, the residential district, the swamp, and 2 that I haven't gotten to yet. And all these layers have their own unique gimmicks, enemies, and bosses. Also, they are completely randomly generated each time you play using a simple data file. And because of this system, some truly crazy mobs are possible without me having to write a single line of code. And it also opens up the possibility of modded maps in the future. Let's talk a bit about the items, since those are one of the biggest parts of a roguelike. You can get items in many ways, like opening them from chests, getting them from claw machines, fishing for them at a shrine, or buying them in a shop. And they all do different and completely unique things. Like maybe one of them makes your bullets automatically track enemies, or it causes your shots to explode into fireworks, or maybe it makes your bullets start to fire when they land, or one of them maybe turns your bullets into flying saw blades that deal contact damage. Currently there are 60 items in the game and they all stack and synergize with each other in different ways, and I plan to have a lot more for the full release. Let's move over to weapons, cause they are kinda weird. I take my weapon system from survivor likes, which means my player can have a lot of weapons at once. I split the player's inventory into the left and the right side, and on each side I give the player 3 hands, which adds up to 6 weapons in total. To balance the insane amount of weapons the players can have, I tie each side to an energy meter, which basically acts like a stamina for your guns. When it runs out you can still shoot, but the damage of the weapons on that side is drastically reduced. And of course there are items that can upgrade how fast you get it back and what your max charge is. Let's talk a bit about the enemies now, cause those are also a really big part of the game. There are many different enemies, like ones that rush after you, ones that attack you with projectiles, and ones that don't attack you but heal the enemies instead. But I don't want to show all of them off cause that would spoil the game. What I will show off however is how these enemies are spawned and how they scale. The enemies are set up in the map files, and they can be made to only appear after a certain amount of waves have spawned. The maps also have a level cap, which says the maximum difficulty of the enemies on that level. The current difficulty of the game is shown by a gauge on the screen called the Corruption, which builds up over time as you play the game. The more time you spend on a layer, the harder it and future layers will become. Probably remember how I said you can play this for free at the start of the video. I have a playtest running on itch.io, so if you go to the link on screen / click the link in the description you can just download it. There is a button in the menu to give feedback, and if you give me your thoughts about the playtest through it, I'm gonna put your name in the credits as a playtester, because I love all my playtesters. Also, this is the end of the video. I guess if you enjoyed it, consider liking and subscribing, since I'm a small channel, every bit of engagement helps. Now if you excuse me, I'm gonna get back to the grind of playing Overwatch and not working on my game.